I forgot about this.
Anybody want some of these lovely yams?
I almost want the sound out full on this. It's a classic.
That is such a great show. Difficult in-laws, political arguments, and misbehaving kids are often a typical part of a family's Thanksgiving celebration. Studies show spending time with family can significantly boost stress levels during the holidays.
John Livesay is a sales expert and author of The Successful Pitch. He says selling yourself is the key to getting through seasonal family squabbles. So you're treating this as a sales pitch?
In a way, because stories are the thing that bond us, right? And if you take your business skill set to the family dinner table, you'll be much more prepared. Otherwise, it can be a disaster. So if you tell a story, it bonds people, they remember happy times, and that gets everybody prepared. Otherwise, you're a deer in headlights when someone asks you those questions like, why aren't you married yet? Or, you know, have you heard about this new diet? And you get all freaked out. If you have a story ready to go, it really helps.
Right, it might help get the clock to the exit time where you don't have to talk about those things. But if you do have to talk about those things, like those questions you're talking about, how do you handle those?
Well, I think the best way is, you know, people are going to ask those questions, so don't let them push your buttons. I say sew them up before you get to the table. And the best way to do that is just not get defensive, right? We all know they're going to ask, what's going on in your world? Especially parents, we can sometimes feel like we're going back into childhood. And I just find if you relax and remember they want us to be happy, even though it may not look like their version of what we should be doing. So sew those buttons up before you get to the table and just be prepared for the question so you're not a deer in headlights.
So you kind of pivot. You're changing the subject, basically.
Yes, you answer the question and then ask them a question, right?
Yeah.
You know, if they're asking you about why aren't you married yet, you could say, here's what's going on. And now tell me the story again of how you and Dad got married.
But it's very true that people are always interested in talking about themselves.
Yes.
It's like if you keep asking people questions about themselves, they'll talk for all night.
Right, people love to share their opinion.
Right. Very true.
And is there an exit strategy for the whole evening so that you're not there, you're only there, your 3 hours, not your 6 hours?
Yes, you can always prepare ahead and say, look, I'm here for 3 hours and then I have another event to go to. You're not a prisoner at the table. That's the big takeaway. Even if you have to excuse yourself for 5 minutes, you're like, you know what, I need a minute, I'm gonna walk the dog, whatever it is. The dinner typically goes on for a while, so don't feel like you're captured there. And, be the grown-up. I always say, rise to the top like cream, and take the high road in business and in your personal life. And if that happens, when you get stressed out and other people are not acting like grown-ups, and you're going to be successful and happy.
And you say you should have a mantra, kind of like in business? What do you mean by that?
Well, the mantra is, be the grown-up, be the grown-up, rise to the top, be the cream. Whatever it is you need to say to yourself to not let people push those buttons is really the key.
Is the key to getting it done.
All right. You can read more of John's tips in his book, The Successful Pitch. There it is on your screen.
And you're from Chicago, so have a nice Thanksgiving in the
Thanks.
suburbs.
I'm looking forward to seeing my mom.
Take care.